what the fear of failure is really about. It's almost Memorial Day weekend, and did you see the Taylor Swift concert?
Welcome to the Hopefulist, a daily talk show hosted by veteran broadcaster Wendy McClure. Join Wendy each day as she shares her life lessons that transformed her from perpetual pessimist to the ultimate hopefulist. The perfect morning show to get you caught up on the day's top stories while sharing insights that will lead to positive transformation and bring out the hopefulist in you. For more inspiration, visit Hopefulist.com. And now, here's your host and hopefulist, Wendy McClure.
Hello and welcome to a Tuesday. It is May 19th, 2020, day 247 of Gotta Get on Ellen. The 5-day free Take Back Challenge, Take Back Control Challenge is on. You can still take part. It's not too late. Sign up right now at hopefulist.com/subscribe and you will get all the pertinent information. It is the approach of Memorial Day weekend. It'll be here before you know it. Is this one of those holidays that always sneaks up on you? It always sneaks up on me. It's like April seems like the longest month. May seems like the longest month. And the next thing you know, you're like, oh my gosh, Memorial Day weekend's next weekend. And it's right around this time when I kind of start straying from my healthy eating and probably put on a few pounds, and that's typical of me, Good during the week, take off a couple of pounds that I put on over the weekend. I know my body. I know how it works. Come Friday, I've been eating healthy all week. I'm down to a nice weight, and then I put on 3 or 4 pounds over the weekend, but it comes right back off as soon as I get back on track the following week. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer to get back down to the weight I was before. But this is the time of year, every year for some reason, that my diet starts to kind of go out of control a little bit. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Last Wednesday, I had the driveway happy hour. I came in. I'm like, Joe, make me a burger. Normally, I would never have a burger on a Wednesday. So then Thursday rolls around. I'm like, might as well not worry about it. I'll have whatever. I don't even remember what I had for dinner, but I was not very good over most of last week. So weight's up a little bit, and now I'm like, okay, now I've got a 3-day weekend coming up, and I plan on having lots of burgers and dogs and potato salad. What else do I want? Bagels, chocolate chip cookies, chips, chicken salad. Ugh. I love food. I just love it. And this, my friends, is why I've struggled with my weight my entire life. I don't know I take that back. I met one person in my life who did not enjoy food. And I remember talking to her, and she said, I'm just not a big eater. I never have been. How do you get that way? I would love to be that way. My life would be so much easier if I was not a big eater. But alas, that is not me at all. So what are your plans for Memorial Day? Are they different this year than they have been in the past? I mean, I know they've got to be altered in some way. Are you traveling anywhere? In this area, a lot of people come to the Jersey Shore for the summer holiday weekends. Makes sense. I hear on the Philadelphia News that health officials are warning people not to do it. Don't do it. Don't go down the shore. Judging from last weekend, I don't think people are going to be heeding that advice. Personally, it doesn't matter to me. I'm not going to sit here and say stay home. If I have a place at the shore and it's a long holiday weekend, I'm going to the shore. I'm not particularly afraid of being inundated with people because we're not really going anywhere anyway. I really would love to. One of my favorite places on the island is cool little, there's a couple of them, a cool little outside, poolside, oceanside bar. Restaurant as well. And it's just the most fun place to hang out. And I wonder about these businesses. What is going to happen to them? I don't know, it's kind of dragging out so long now. It really is going to have huge financial repercussions for a lot of businesses. I mean, it was supposed to be 2 weeks, right? Remember? Quarantine yourself for 2 weeks. It's been over 2 months. Think something's got to give. Something's got to give. Going stir crazy. Am I alone? Are you going stir crazy too? Feeling claustrophobic. I just feel like nothing is as it was, because it's not. But I miss it. I miss people. I miss going out. I miss even being in a crowd. I don't know when we'll ever get back to that. It's kind of crazy. But it is what it is for now, so we can only do what we can, what we are allowed to do. But if the weather cooperated, it would be a little bit better, right? The weather's been terrible. We've had an awful spring here at the Jersey Shore. Had a couple of good days last week. Now, windy, rain. We're going to see like 45, 50 mile per hour gusts today. Had to go and batten down the hatches yesterday while Joe got home from work. Brought my new gardenia plant into the porch because I don't want that that pretty little thing to get damaged by the stupid wind. Stupid wind. Hate wind. Hate it. So what are your plans for Memorial Day weekend? Are you just going to stay home and make lots of food like we are? I'm just going to pray for some good days. So far, they're saying Monday's going to be a really good day. Saturday, I think, chance of rain. Friday, they're saying rain. Saturday, chance of rain. Sunday, not too bad. At least it looks a little bit warmer than it has been. So that is some good news. Anybody see the Taylor Swift concert? It was on Sunday night on ABC. It was a show that she had done for some fans in Paris, in France. She obviously recorded it a while ago. I'm not sure if it was always a plan to broadcast it or if this was just a last-minute decision. It was all of her new songs from her new album. I happen to know all of the new songs from the new album, so it was pretty entertaining for me. Yeah, I'm a Swiftie. I'm a Taylor super fan. You know, and she reinforced that when I was watching the concert on Sunday. And it was kind of cool because she was explaining some of the songs and what she was thinking when she was writing them and the process of writing them and how quickly she wrote some of them and where she was when she wrote some of them. So it was very interesting. And the thing with Taylor and what I love so much about her, she's such a force for women in the music world. She doesn't just sit back and be relegated to, okay, well, I'm a girl singer. She wants to be a singer. She wants to be treated the same as the men in the business, which she is not even close. And she speaks out about it. And I applaud her for that. She has been bashed beyond belief for the so-called songs that are bashing men, I guess. Ex-boyfriends, you know, poor, bitter Taylor Swift always writing about her ex-boyfriends. This is where she taps into her creativity. And if it were a man talking about it, she has said this in the past, if it were a man writing the way that she does, he would be considered sensitive. Oh, how sensitive. Oh, so nice. Not her, though. She's like, you know, the big old babe. But I saw the concert, and I enjoyed it very much. And it just reinforced to me how much she speaks to me with her songs. So it just got me to thinking that might be a good topic for today. Whose music just really speaks to you that you just like, yeah, that's it, yeah. Whose music? Adele says Simon and Garfunkel, particularly the concert in the park. Denise says Rod Stewart. Nancy says James Taylor. James Taylor sings one of my favorite songs, which is Your Smiling Face. Love, love, love that song. Andy says Jimmy Buffett and Early Bruce. And Jim says Christian any kind, but mostly Stephen Curtis Chapman. There are some of your favorites, some of the people that have spoken to you through their music, which is all everybody wants to do, right? Everybody just wants their songs to be sung and to be related to. I'm going to move right on to the blog post today. We're talking about, oh, yeah, that's right, failure and the fear of failure. I put up a quote that says, don't fear failure, fear being in the same exact place next year as you are today. I put the quote next to a picture of my new duck buddy. I had asked you guys a little while back to give him a name. He was coming to see me every day. I haven't seen him in a while, a couple days. And Joe had decided to name him Gavin because that is the name of the governor of California. And the first time I ever saw him on television, I just went, oh my gosh, that is the most good-looking man I've ever seen. And Joe was like, okay then. I'm like, I'm sorry, he startled me. He's so good-looking. So when he saw the picture of the duck, he's like, you should call him Gavin. Oh, honey, it's okay. So I have learned a lot about fear of failure through, well, the launch of my business. The most important lesson, I think, is that failure, guess what? It's a given. It will happen. To what extent isn't always able to be forecast. But even among the things that don't work out the way we hope, as long as we learn something, we aren't really failing. Starting over is never from scratch. You have a ton of knowledge you didn't in the past. You know what works, what doesn't, and that is a win for sure. I've been afraid of trying almost everything I have undertaken in the past year. When I lost my job and decided to do my own thing, I thought, I can't run my own business. I have no idea how to do any of that, nor had I really wanted to, but things change. My desire to stop getting fired for reasons that had nothing to do with me had me searching for another option, one I hadn't tried before, working for myself. Pretty sure I won't ever fire myself. That would be bad, wouldn't it? And I discovered my superpower, which is helping others turn negative thinking into positive, something I figured out and want to help everyone do the same, only faster than I did. I had a fixed mindset, which means I thought I already knew all the skills that I was ever going to know. I figured this is what I know, so I have to do what I already know. But with a growth mindset, you realize you can learn new things. You can keep growing by education and acquiring the skills you need to get to your ultimate goal. And you know what? You really can. I never thought I would be able to tackle the technology involved in recording and getting a podcast posted every day. I have a website that I think I can at least create new pages on. I do weekly newsletters, and I'm trying to grow an email list. I'm booked to do a speaking event in the near future. I hope you join me. For more information about growth versus fixed mindset, read Mindset by Carol Dweck. It's really interesting stuff and great news for those of us that always thought we were too old to learn new things. Here's the other major force in fear of failure. We aren't really afraid to fail as much as we're afraid to have people see us fail. But here's something that keeps me going, and I hope it helps you too. People who have come before you, those who have already taken your path, will never judge you. In fact, they will likely offer advice on how to survive setbacks and continue successfully on your path. The only people, and this is the important part, the only people who will judge you are those too afraid to try themselves. So what is the one big dream you have been putting off because you are afraid you will fail? Write down all your fears associated with that dream coming true or not coming true. We'll also tell you this. One of my biggest fears through this launch of this business has been how we could pay all our bills without my income. It has worked out thus far. We have found a way to make it work.